they have this bag called the Birkin. Have you heard about the Birkin from Hermes?
Yes. It's like everyone wants this
Yeah,
handbag.
yeah.
Keeps its value apparently.
Appreciates in value.
Appreciates in
It's
value.
the only bag. I stand to be corrected here, but I know it's the only bag that if you buy it like in 5 years' time, it's worth more. But you have to kind of keep it, intact.
You treat it like that's like an investment. Yeah.
There is a waiting line for this bag.
Yeah.
Just by the way, so if you wanted, if you like, let's say you got 1 million rand, which is how much it costs. If you had 1 million rand lying around right now, your 1 million rand doesn't guarantee that you can get it. You have to put your name on a waiting list, and then you'll probably get it in about 3 or 4 years, unless you find a reseller. And even then 4 years, 5 years.
Because I think it's like hand stitched, isn't it? It's like proper.
What, do they only have one person stitching?
Yes, they do.
It's like a family thing, and only one person is making this bag. Some nana somewhere in Italy.
I
don't know.
Exactly
Okay,
that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, and that's the thing. Your money, your riches don't guarantee you that you're gonna get a Birkin bag. So when you get it,
Yeah.
you literally have to put it in a glass box. Like a friend of mine is trying to get one, and she said that she's only gonna use it once a year. And I'm just like, what's the use, guys? If something costs 1 million rand in my house, that is the one that must pull the most weight.
Yes,
Okay?
it's expensive. Yeah.
Anyway, so Cardi B, she's got a few of these bags, and they are like, outside of her kids, these bags are her prized joy.
Yeah.
Literally spent 60,000 on this purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look what my daughter did to my purse. Look.
She was like,
What did her daughter do?
She drew on it.
Drew on it.
Yeah, she took a Cokie pen and said, you know what, mama? I see them Hermes people think that this bag is done. I just have 1 or 2 things to change, and then it will be complete.
What did she draw on
She
it?
drew like hearts, like with a Cokie pen.
Oh, that's cute.
But in her defense, imagine if Cardi B resold her Birkin
Yes.
with personal art from her
Yes.
daughter. I'm thinking like a business person.
Yes, it
Not
would probably
all is lost.
It would probably go up.
I don't know. I don't
Guys,
know about that.
that's the thing about a Birkin, honey. It can't have anything on it if you want to resell it. Even the bag that it comes in has to be in pristine
Yeah, but
condition.
sure, a
wait.
bit of handy Andy on the
No!
cloth here. Honestly, it looks like she drew it with a big pen. That will wipe off.
Hang on a second. I just have a question. So the bag comes inside a bag.
Yes.
So the handbag has a handbag.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you resell it, that handbag that is carrying the handbag also has to be
A value.
It can't have like anything on it.
They are very prized possessions.
They're prized possessions. But this is where I'm getting to, is what have your children damaged, and then you had to foot the bill.
But is that how it works? So you fit the bill. Obviously in a store, usually that's how it works.
Yeah. But anywhere else, let's say kids come to your house and they damage a vase that you bought for 8,000. What happens?
Oof, that's the toughest. I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
Actually, let's give it a name. I come to your house with Alake. Alake is playing cricket, and then he damages something valued at 10,000 rand in your house.
I don't have kids, so this obviously my kids have never. But when I was small, I remember we went to my uncle's house and they had like a little crystal dog. You know, those crystal dogs that people collect, but they're also expensive, those things. And I broke one of those. But I mean, we couldn't pay for that thing, so my uncle had to just suck it up, I suppose. I would do the same with Alake. Although Alake's mother could pay for it, so maybe.
And this is the thing. The conversation here is who pays?
Oh, it's
Who
very awkward.
pays? Has it happened to you? Because I'm going to go out and assume that there are adult friendships that have ended over something like this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, because like your kid's playing, let's say your kid's playing with a ball inside my lounge, and then the ball hits my TV. And now, I mean, you look at me and you go, oopsie.
Yeah,
And
but
then you go, well, insurance can pay for it.
Probably.
So then if you've got insurance, I'd be like, do you have insurance? Yeah, okay, I'll play the excess.
Right? Or your kid's riding a bike and smashes into your car. Now your car's got a dent. Who's paying for that? 011-8838-947. The moment has come. You've wanted to tell the story. But you know what you were being? You were being the bigger person. Bigger person is Shonile. The bigger person is no longer here.
dead.
You don't have to name the child. Just tell us.
Don't name the
story.
child. Don't name the friend. Just tell us And which end were you on? Was it your child damaging or was it your property being damaged? And what's the conversation? From word go, as a parent, I would immediately offer to pay for it. And I'll tell you why. Because sometimes it's not even the financial value that people hold in high regard for something. So the least I can do is offer to replace it. And then the onus is on you to turn it down. Be like, no, don't worry, we've got it. But immediately, anytime I like it damages something, I'm like, I'll pay. I'm so sorry. I'll deal. I like it. But for me and you, please, how do I replace it? Where did you get it? Is it still for sale?
But this is the problem, hey, because if it's a TV, fine, get a new TV. That doesn't matter. But if you're breaking something sentimental that can't be replaced, I mean, like my dad gave me a lamp. If you had to break that thing, I can't fix it. I can't do anything.
Side note, it's always the parents of the kids who aren't generally badly behaved who make the offer to pay. Yeah. People whose kids are little terrorists. Those guys are like, you're on your own, babe. He's torn through our house.
Join the club. We have a WhatsApp group and we write at dawn. 084 On which end did you find yourself? Was it your kids damaging something? Was it your thing being damaged by somebody else's kid? What happens? Who pays? And did the relationship land?
Two sides of the conversation this morning. Firstly, have your kids broken something expensive, damaged something expensive? And then what did you have to do? How did you fix it?
How was it solved? Because I think as the adults in the situation, you guys have to find the solve.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes there isn't a solve, and that's where the problems come in, right? So if you're on the other side and one of the kids broke something of yours, was there a solve, or did you have to go, I'm just going to have to cry myself to sleep now?
My son broke my glasses, my eyeglasses. I had just bought them. He broke them.
It's a big trigger for me. I bought my husband a 6,000 Rand rowing machine. We had assembled it and it was in the house. We hadn't even used it. Friends of ours came over and the kid broke the rowing machine. The band snapped back into the mechanism, into the pulley system, and it's done.
My son, he was about 3 years old, and he decided to draw on the car with a rock. And I had to suck it up and sort it out myself.
Okay, lady with the rowing machine. We need to know, how did it end? Because the kid broke the rowing machine valued at 6,000 Rand. We want to know, did the kid's parents offer to replace it, repair? Who had to pay for it?
Because it's an accident, but...
No.
Sorry, that lady was close to tears.
she's
You know,
close to
yeah.
tears.
Yeah.
Because she bought it for her husband.
We want to know what happened. Who had to pay for it? Samantha, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. Okay. Your husband was where?
In Sandton City car park, and was trying to find a car park spot. And the mum and her son were coming back from obviously their shopping. The son pushed the trolley, as you do, into a spot and accidentally, or not so accidentally, pushed it straight into my husband's car, which was fairly new at the time. And sadly, the mum accepted absolutely no responsibility whatsoever.
Okay, but wait, how? What did the mom say? What was she at least apologetic?
Yeah, she was apologetic, but I mean, the bottom line is you've caused a massive dent, and it was one of those metal trolleys.
Just trying to understand the logistics here. Was the car parked, or was he busy parking?
No. My husband was busy parking, and you know how you sometimes the car guards kind of accept the trolley, you push it, and he obviously misguided his direction, and it came smashing into my husband's car door.
I cannot believe that mother did not say something and then offer to pay. Even the
Let's
excess.
go Harvey's or something.
Something. Not just ignore it.
Not a single thing. Not a single thing.
So see, this is my problem, guys. At some point, we must also talk about, as a parent, you also have to keep an eye on your child in certain situations.
I know people who don't take their children to malls because their children break things, eggs, whatever, and it's costly.
Because you have to say, be careful. Someone is trying to park. Hold on to the trolley.
Yeah.
We're going to take it back to its spot or whatever.
Your child is your responsibility, and if your child damages something, I think it's you. Because now I'm pretty sure that mom was like, then get the money from him. What? He's 7 years old, ma'am. What does he have? 100 Rand and a stock sweet in his pocket.
Yeah, but what if you don't have the money? Because that's the problem. What if the mom doesn't
Then
have
you
the money?
apologize at least and say, I am so
Profusely.
sorry. I'm willing to give you 3-month bank statements to show that I don't have the money.
And then you scrummage furiously through your groceries and find something that you don't need, like maybe the Easter eggs
Or
or
the arrow.
biltong
There's
or
an
the
arrow.
arrow and be like, I'm so sorry. Here. Don't just be like, I care.
Yeah.
Angela, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We are great. Is your name Angela? Because it's spelled Engela.
It's Engela.
Engela.
Engela. Okay, there we go. Engela, talk to us. Who
Okay,
damaged what, where, how, who?
It was me.
Oh.
When I was 8 years old, I wanted to play a game on my dad's laptop, and I ended up wiping his entire hard drive. So over 15 years of work was gone.
And I presume this was before things were on the cloud. So, gone.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was gone.
And so, Angela, how was it growing up in an orphanage?
Yeah, that's the father. He's like, damn, I should have done that.
I think, you know what? I think at the time that would have been my safer option.
But I'm sure this story comes up every time there's a family gathering.
Oh, it's never been forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, do you know, if you grew up in our house, your name for the rest of your life would have been Control-Alt-Delete.
Yes.
Cardi B's daughter, what's her name? She's got a funky name, man. Culture. There we go.
Culture, yeah.
Culture. So Culture drew on Cardi B's Birkin handbag. This thing is valued at R1 million.
That's wild.
And if you damage it, and the point of the reason these bags are expensive is because they appreciate in value, but not if you damage them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you damage anything, it's R1 million. Doesn't matter what it's for.
There we go.
You know.
There we go. It's not R1 million anymore. So, but I mean, in Cardi B's case, she's responsible because her child damaged her own bag.
Yeah.
But what would happen if my child had damaged Cardi B's bag?
Would you buy a new burger?
Who's liable? Who has to pay?
I bought my husband a 6,000 Rand rowing machine. We had assembled it and it was in the house. We hadn't even used it. Friends of ours came over and the kid broke the rowing machine. The band snapped back into the mechanism, into the pulley system, and it's done.
Visibly upset.
You can hear it.
You can hear it. You can hear that she's upset. But now here's the thing. She didn't tell us what happened because our question here is, in that instance, who pays for the damage?
And she bought this for her husband as a gift, so it's like very special.
No, but you can
know?
hear, well, that's why she's upset about it, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
So she sent us a follow-up voice note.
On the rowing machine, no, the friends of ours didn't offer to pay for the rowing machine, even to fix it. And needless to say, we're very sour and we don't ever want them to actually step their feet back into our house again. We are like super, super upset. Like my husband was in tears.
Yeah, no.
You see?
You're right. Those are not your friends.
That's heavy, hey?
Because also it's sentimental. They can see that it made a big deal. And it's not like we all have 6,000 Rand lying around, guys. She probably saved up for this. She made sacrifices. She didn't have a cappuccino at work every day. So she could save up to spoil her husband. And then when you come.
And then, but now also to the kids' parents' problem. They maybe don't have the money either. So now what? You say sorry.
No, then you pay 20 Rand a month for the rest of your life. Do something.
You got to do something, eh?
I stay in the ghetto. I bought a new car, so I'm constantly having to tell these young brat children not to play by the cars. And it's come to a point where my husband actually says, I am unnecessary. But who has to pay for that damage of that car? I have to foot the bill.
I have 3 kids and they've traumatized me. One of them was playing golf in the house and he broke a massive flat TV screen. And then one put the car keys in the microwave and switched it on. They also break themselves. All of them. They break their bones.
That's your microwave gone. And your
car keys. And guys, once again, car keys are not cheap, eh?
No, they're not.
That's a topic for another day. We need to sit and discuss. Guys, I once lost car keys, 30,000 rands later.
It's wild. Those things are so expensive for no reason.
I need a therapy session next week, 7 o'clock. We're discussing that. Tapelo, you're wrapping it up for us. What did you destroy and who paid for it?
Morning.
Morning.
To be honest, if my father is listening to this, it's the first time I say it out loud.
Tapelo, you're quite muffled.
Yeah,
We can't hear you.
Are you on a car handset? Can you just go to
Okay, can you hear me?
better?
Okay. I'm saying this, if my father is listening to the radio right now, and I'll be saying this for the first time out loud. So take you back to 2009. My father used to have a Mercedes-Benz, the silver round lights ones.
E-Class?
Yeah, the C-Class
Yeah.
one.
No, not C, it was the E-Class with the round lights.
Okay, yeah. I think that model. I'm not sure about, I'm not that familiar about cars. But he had a silver one. So it came, I don't know, that scene in the movies when we're watching a movie and there's an explosion, a big explosion happening on the car. Yeah, someone walking away, just going.
Oh,
I wanted to see that.
Angela Bassett in Waiting to Exhale, yes?
Bad Boys.
Yeah, same like Bad Boys. One. Yeah, so I wanted to see that scene. So I went to the petrol tank. I opened up the petrol tank. I put a cloth on the petrol tank. Took a matches, put it on. And then when it started burning, it caught fire, and I saw the flames were getting bigger. I couldn't turn them off. So I decided to run because I panicked. I ran inside the house. I kept quiet. I didn't tell anyone. I kept quiet. After some 6 minutes, people came screaming, "Imotiasha, Imotiasha." My father came out screaming,
They've bewitched me. They've bewitched me in my car.
Yeah, I said that. And until that day, I never said anything. I'm 25 years old now. He doesn't know about it. He always talks about it like, no, they once tried to witchcraft me. Yeah,
everyone blames everything on witchcraft,
dude.
He doesn't know that it was me just thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never told, not even my mom, my sisters. No one knows about this. It will be their first time if they could hear this on air.
How old were you, Tabelo?
I think I was like 9 years. 9 years old.
Well, if you're 25 now and you did this in 2009.
I was 9 years old.
Yeah. Oh, and then did insurance pay for it? Because I'm just now worried about your dad having to not have a car.
I really don't know. He stayed for some time with no car. But now he's got cars. He has recovered from that.
And it's what makes it all the way better. Now he doesn't just have a car. Now he's got cars.
He's got cars. He doesn't. He doesn't talk about it sometimes. That they once tried me in life. Especially when he's drunk. Yeah, they once tried me in life. They failed. But like in my mind, I'm like, hey, but I wish I could just tell you that was me who did that.
Oh my word! I don't know how to feel about this.
Deep down, I'm just thinking because now I have my car, I've worked, I'm working, all that. It's just imagine now, if one day in future I get kids and I find my car burning out, I will just know that
it's your own.
I'll first check my kids first. Didn't they burn my car?
Do you know the trauma? Like just the trauma of the dad when it comes to flames. I'm sure they can't even braai at the house there.
Dude, this is one of the wildest stories I've ever heard. You know how dangerous this is? He put a cloth in the petrol tank and lit it on fire. You know how dangerous that is?
Anele and The Club on 947.